Okay, this is going to be just a really quick how-to, how to open data in SPSS. It's fairly simple. I think probably, well, it's fairly simple, but we'll just go through it really quickly because it's one of those sticking points where a lot of times when people first start using software, this is kind of a place where they get tripped up and it takes them a while to figure out. So just very quickly I can show you how to do that. Alright, so here we just have SPSS open, so we've opened our SPSS. And we can open data by just clicking on this folder icon right here. We just click on that. We out pops this file navigation window, and you can see here that it's gone straight to where my data is sitting. Of course, you can just navigate to wherever you need to on your computer or whatever device you're using. And we'll just open up an SPSS data file first, since that's what it's going to default to. So it's defaulted here to SPSS .sav or zsav file formats. These are SPSS native formats, and a lot of other software can't read these formats. Some software can, but a lot of software can't. Anyway, all you have to do is click on it then and open. And there it is. The reason it didn't just pop open on this screen, I have to drag it from my other screen. I have a two-screen setup here, and things keep popping up on the main screen, but I'm recording the second screen. Anyway, so okay, so that opened. Now, there's two other data sets in there. Those other data sets, and let me show you another way you can get to that same open. So you can just click on this file folder icon here, or you can go to File, Open Data. And the reason you want to know that is because not so much for opening data, but all these other things here do not open by default through this thing in SPSS's data window. This is the data window here, and if I click on this, SPSS is going to automatically assume I'm looking for data. But I'm going to go here to Open Data, and now I don't see any other kind of data here, and that's because SPSS is looking only for files of type SPSS stats files. But if I tell it to look for comma-delimited files, so CSV files, you can see here now there is a data set in there that's CSV. So I can click on that and open, and what's going to happen is I get an import wizard. So SPSS doesn't just automatically know how to import this thing. You could have to take it through the wizard. Now, the truth is it kind of does know, because all the defaults are usually pretty correct. So I can just keep clicking through here through defaults, and yep, it looks like it's going to import correctly. Here's my preview of what it's going to look like when I import it. That looks correct, so I'm going to keep clicking Next, and then Finish. And there it is, a nice opened data file. And now I could save it if I wanted to as an SPSS data file in SPSS native format. You can see here these are just two generic variables with made up numbers that I stuck in there to make up a data file. Alright, now there's one more kind of data file in there, and that is I have put in a text or tab-delimited data, which can have the extensions .txt, .dat, or .dat. .csv can be read through this text import, or .tab, any of those. You can see here that I've got a .dat file here, example text data, so I'm going to open that. Again, I get the import wizard, and again, all the defaults are correct, so I can just click Next, 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 until this Finish button becomes activated. Click Finish, and there again, there's my data. So 3 different file formats, very easy to open data in SPSS. That'll be the end of that.